Got a good group of players out there. We have got the Red Riders, our home team today, versus the Padres, coached by the wonderful Adrian Aguilar. Those are going to be the visiting team. Red Riders are going to be out there on the field first, and we are looking at about a 2-hour game tonight. Official game time start at about 5 p.m. And on the mound for the Riders is going to be number 22, Sawyer Rhodes. Sawyer Rhodes at pitcher. Behind the dish, that's going to be Brandon Hirsch. He's going to be catching for Sawyer today. Over there on first base, going to be Wyatt Arntz. And playing in second base position is Levi Ruperto. Pee Wee Bravens is in short, and Andrew Cisneros is at third. Out there in the outfield, Max Rivera going to be out there in left field. Braden Gadberry going to take center, and then in Callan Bell in right field with Anthony Fazzone on the far right side. So that's who's out there in the yard right now for the Red Riders. And we'll get started. They're the home team today.
Batter. If they start on pitch 50, then they can continue past 50. So that's the only time that they can go past. If they start a batter at 51, then they can't.
I had my seat way over there, and my team slid it there, and I was like, that's
No, that's we'd be done. Pitching would be over immediately. Like, hey, dude, you get 2 warm-ups. That's it. Nothing more than 2.
And that's the call from Coach Balls in for the Red Riders, and we are going to get underway here in the top of the first inning.
Is that right? Levi's the one that's being off right?
oh, yeah, I have to close it from the inside, latch it down, and then go out the front door.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Sawyer was Sawyer. Hey, Chief, I lied. We're back now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and we are underway. And it looks like we've got number 3 coming up, a left-handed batter to start for the Padres. Sawyer Rhodes all warmed up. Let's see what he's got. Coach Braven's kicking people out towards the back a little bit. A little nervous on the hitter, number 3. And here comes Rhodes' first pitch. The delivery. Swung on and a miss, strike 1. Good little bit of heat coming off of Rhodes there, kind of starting off the game. That one just caught the outside corner of the plate, making the batter think it was a good swing. Here comes the next one. Swung on and a miss, strike 2. Rhodes 0-2 in the count now on the first batter here at the top of the first inning.
Andrew!
Number 3 is going to step out of the box there, take a couple practice swings, and he is getting right inside on the plate, getting it crowded nice. Hirsch coming up wide in the stance, and that one coming in high and inside, ball 1. 1-2 the count, and the batter's in there on that plate.
Get ready, Andrew.
Here comes the delivery. That one outside, ball 2. Sawyer throwing some nice steady pitches. Vertically there, right in the right spot. But inside to the outside of the plate, he's working every one of those corners. Let's see if he can settle in and deliver that last strike. The kick, delivery, swung on and a miss, strike three, and that's going to send the first batter down for the Padres. And one away for the Red Riders here in the top of the first. And that's going to bring up the next batter for the Padres, number 11, and a strong right-handed hitter. The fire, the delivery, and that one outside, ball one. One ball, no strikes, and one away here, top of the first. And here's the delivery. That one high and inside, ball two. Delivery. In there for a strike. 2-1, the count. Nice pitch right at the belt line. That one had home run written all over it if that batter would have connected. But ahead in the count, he's going to take a couple and see what Sawyer's got to offer. Here comes the 2-1 delivery. That one inside. Batter ducks. That's ball three. 3-1 now, the count. The delivery from Sawyer Rhodes. That one in there and strike two. A nice pitch that fell right at the last minute. Looks like we have got a full count now. 3-2 with one away here at the top of the first. And that one's high and inside, going to bring up ball four. And then here comes the coach pitch. That rule again, after 4 pitches or 4 balls from our kid pitch, we have the coach coming in. Now, those strikes do count against him. He's got 3 opportunities to pitch. First one he swings on has got to be good, and he fouls it off to stay alive. Just a little late and behind that pitch.
Andrew.
Here comes the next one from the coach, and that one hit well to Peyton Bravens. Peyton's going to field it easily, and he goes over to Arts, and just not enough on the throw, and it just pulled Wyatt off of the bag. So that's going to put the runner on first base with a single, but a very close play. A well-struck ball just to the viewers left of the pitcher mound, and Bravens had it in his glove quickly and fired it over to first base, but it was just not quite hard enough, and Arts didn't quite get his glove around it. So that's going to bring up batter number 3 for the Padres. One runner on. Stealing is in effect. And the delivery. Strike one. Called right down the middle there. And here's the windup. And the delivery. And that one high and inside. Ball 2. 1-1 the count. 1 ball and 1 strike. And here comes the delivery. Foul tip, and that's going to be strike 2. So we've got 1 and 2 now.
Is that your dog?
Just for fun. 1 ball and 2 strikes, even though the scoreboard's not quite right. Here comes the next one. That one high, going to be ball 2. Now we're 2 and 2, sitting even for Rhodes. Runner on first base, and Sawyer and Brandon out there just been playing catch, making it hard for that runner to get away. Here comes the kick and the delivery. Strike 3, and that's going to ring him up, and that is going to be out number 2 for the Red Riders. So Sawyer has got 2 going down to the strikeout and just 1 hit. And here comes batter number 4. Two away now, top of the first, and the delivery. Swung on and a miss, strike 1. A good pitch, maybe a little high for that batter's comfort. Here comes the delivery. That one inside and just behind the batter's helmet for ball 1. 1-1 now the count. Well, it looks like maybe that batter might have swung. He didn't catch that, so 2 strikes. Swung on and a miss. Strike 3. And Javier trying to battle his way out. And that's going to retire the side to take up the bats and see what they can get done on offense.
You know what? Tell him if he shows up. You, sir, are gone.
I can't believe how big he is. He's so big now.
And the Red Riders are going to start with Max Rivera at the top of the lineup. That's putting him in at batter position number 6 in the original lineup. All right, and here comes Max Rivera. First batter for the Red Riders here at the bottom of the first inning, a scoreless game. And the delivery. That one inside for ball 1. Max dancing out of the way, rightfully so. 1-0 to start it off. Rivera bat at the ready. It comes in high for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes currently. Here comes the third offering. That one well outside, and ball 3.
Come on, Cody.
So 3-0 now to Rivera as he gets lined up. And the fourth offering. That one looks like it was called a ball by Coach Aguilar. That's going to bring out John Blondin, the batting coach for the Red Riders, to give 3 pitches to Max. He's got 3 options to swing, but he's got to hit one of them or he goes down after that third pitch. Blondin gets lined up, brings out the knee pad because he's old. Tries to hit Rivera on the first pitch, just giving him a little taste of the business. Rivera swings and a miss, strike one. Rivera is now in a must-swing position, the last one from the coach. He likes it, and he goes pop fly just over the head of Cody, the pitcher, and he is going to be standing up safe at first base with a leadoff single for Max Rivera here in the bottom of the first inning. And that's going to bring up number one, Andrew Cisneros. Andrew plays third base, right-handed batter. And here comes the first offering from Cody. Swung on and a miss, strike one. That's going to send Max Rivera. He is going to go over there and steal second base, and he's going to be standing up, ready to go. That'll take the force off and preserve that opportunity for a double play. Oh and 1. Now here's the delivery. That one before the plate, and that's going to be ball one. Rivera's going to go ahead and try to get to third, and he is going to be safe and standing. So Rivera steals second and third on a couple of wild pitches. 1-1 the count now to Cisneros. That one just a little bit high, called ball two. 2 balls and 1 strike. With Rivera advanced to third and no one out, puts him in a dangerous scoring position. And Cisneros connects right up the middle to Cody at the pitching mound. And the throw is in time, and the ball dropped there by the first baseman. Looks like they are going to call Cisneros out on that one, and Braden Gadberry swung on and a miss, strike one. 1 run across for the Red Ryderz, though. Max Rivera from that third base position, and Braden Gadberry now 0-1 the count. Swung on and a miss, strike two. And the delivery. Inside, swung on and a miss. That's going to be strike three. So Gadberry goes down, and that rings up a second out for the Red Ryderz here in the bottom of the first. And that's going to bring up Callan Bell. Stand in there, buddy. Oh and 1, 1 strike. Callan, don't duck. You can't hit it if you duck, buddy. Good pitch. Swing on it and drill it. You got this. Swung on and a miss for strike two. That's the way to do it, Callan. Be ready for it. Coil up, buddy. Swung on and a miss, and strike three. And that's going to send the Red Ryderz down. So after 1 run across, the Red Ryderz are on top 0-1 here as we go into the top of the second inning. And Sawyer Rhodes back out on the hill, not reaching his pitch count just yet. Did a great job in the opening part of the game. I know. I called him safe as well. Unfortunately, I did not agree with the umpire.
But I don't understand when you think the ball didn't go up, like,
Good. And for the Red Riders, no major changes, although Jaden Blondin is now out there in left field. Max Rivera in center left. Braden Gadberry in center right. And Callan Bell moves over to right field. That puts Fazone on the bench. Cisneros still at third. And a call for balls in, and we're going to get started here in the top of the second inning. Red Riders on top, 0-1 the score. With a well-hit ball by Cisneros, driving Rivera in after he had stolen second and third. Looked to this broadcaster like he was safe at first because the first baseman actually dropped the ball, but umpire called him out. It was fairly close, and we are going to be up and underway here in the second inning. And the first offering here from Rhodes. That one called strike just on the outside corner of the plate. Oh, 0-1 delivery. Swung on and a miss. That's going to be strike two. Oh, 2. Rhodes sitting ahead in the count. Had 3 strikeouts in the last inning. Let's see what he can put together here in the second. Swung on and a miss, and that's going to be strike 3. So 3 strikes in 3 pitches, and that's going to bring up the next batter. And 1 away here in the top of 2. A left-handed batter. Rhodes has been favoring that outside corner of the plate. Let's see what we can do against a lefty. Here comes the delivery. Swung on and a miss, strike 1. And Rhodes throwing with some great heat and right down the middle. He's got great mechanics coming up over the top. Finding that glove. Swung on and a miss, strike 2. So 0-2 now the count with 1 away here in the top of the second inning. Here comes the third delivery from Rhodes. And that one's foul tipped, and it looked like that ball might have gone out into the infield, but that was an errant ball from the field next door to us. So a foul tip keeps the batter alive, still 0-2. Rhodes got plenty of room to work. Swung on and a miss, and that's strike 3. So 4 pitches that time for 3 strikes, and that's going to be out number 2 for the Red Riders. So Sawyer Rhodes ringing up another couple of strikeouts here in the top of the second inning. That's 5 strikeouts for the young man, and 100% of the outs for the Red Riders in these first 2 innings have come from Sawyer on the mound. The delivery, high, ball 1. Padres batter exercising quite a bit of patience there. Looked at it like he wanted to have a piece of it, but he did hold off. And so we are now 1-0. Swung on and a miss. That is strike 1. 1-1 the count. Here comes the next offering from Rhodes. That one high, going to be ball 2. So 2 balls and 1 strike with 2 away here in the top of the second inning. Here comes the delivery, and that one is a well-struck ball right at Wyatt Arndt at first base, and he's going to make the easy tag to first base, and that's going to retire the side and send the Red Riders back to the dugout. So 2 strikeouts and an easy grounder for Wyatt Arndt there at first base. Sawyer Rhodes really doing a great job defensively for the Red Riders. The rest of the defense out there looking alert and ready, but not being much use as Wyatt and Sawyer really taking care of quite a bit of the business. Anthony Fazone is going to lead off for the Red Riders here in the bottom of the second inning, and then we'll retire up to the top of the order, starting off with Wyatt Arndt. So the Riders looking to get some more action started here offensively as we look at the bottom of the 2. And we're going to get balls called in, and we are going to get underway here in the bottom of the second inning. Anthony Fazone is going to lead off the Red Ryderz. And here comes the batter. So Fazone's going to step in. And let's see what Cody's got out there on the mound. And our first delivery. That one bounced before the plate, ball one. Here comes the next one, high, and that's going to be ball two. Cody releasing just a little too high there. Had nice speed. Now we've got 2 balls and no strikes. And that one wide and outside. That one's going to be ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes here at the bottom of the second inning. Coach Aguilar out there trying to get Cody to calm down just a little bit. A lot of chatter from the Red Ryder dugout, and that one is high, and that's going to be ball 4. That's going to bring up the coach pitch. Here comes Coach John Blondin. And the first one from Blondin. Fazone likes it, but fouls it off just down the first baseline.
Coming your way, Doc. Coming your way, Adrian.
Here comes the next one. Fazone swung on and a miss. That's going to be strike 2. So 2 strikes on the young man. He's in a must-swing situation.
Pay attention, Adrian. Be ready, Adrian.
And let's see what he's got. That one swung on and a miss, so that's going to be the first out for the Red Ryderz. And that's going to bring up number 7, Wyatt Arntz. Wyatt certainly capable of some great swings when he finds the pitch that he likes. Here comes the first one from Cody. That one called for a strike. 0-1 the count now to Arntz. Delivery. Called for strike 2. That one right there in the middle. Little outside. Wyatt didn't quite like the look of it. Now he's sitting 0-2. So now Arntz has got to battle back.
Ready, make a play.
Here comes the delivery. And swung on and a miss for strike 3. So 3 strikes, and that's going to be the second out for the Red Ryderz here in the bottom of the second inning. Arntz not happy. Put him in that forced swing opportunity. So 2 away now for the Ryderz, and that's going to bring up Peyton Bravens, number 16, our shortstop. Kicks, fires, and Bravens swung on a very inside pitch. If he would have let that one cruise, that one would have definitely been a ball. 0-1 now to Bravens. That one dirty for ball 1. One and 1 now the count with 2 away. That one high for ball 2. Peyton's got a fairly small strike zone, easy to get up over his head. Not a lot of wiggle room there in that strike area. 2-1, the delivery. Swung on and a miss, and that's going to be strike 2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes, even in the count.
Make a play, dude. Let's go. Ready, Adrian.
Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And swung on hard and deep over the shortstop's head. That one's going to roll out into left field, and Bravens is going to take a look at second base, but isn't going to be able to get there. Left fielder's ready and active. And that's going to hold Bravens at first base, and that's going to bring up number 55, Brandon Hirsch. So 2 away with 1 runner on. And let's see what Hirsch can do. That one inside, but he hit the ball and an inadvertent swing. And he is going to be safe at first on a very challenging play. And Bravens tried to take away third, and that's going to put him in a pickle. They've got him in a rundown going back and forth. And Bravens is going to be safe standing at third. Bravens pressuring the players. We almost had a great pickle situation. Forcing that wild throw, and Hirsch is going to advance to second base. So now we've got runners on third and second on some aggressive base running. So Levi Ruperto, the big left-hander, and that one's going to be outside and ball 1. Cody looking to settle down the second offering. That one right down the middle. Looked like it might have been strike 1. Let's see what Coach Aguilar has to say. It does indeed, strike 1. So 1-1 the count now. Don't hold on to the fence, guys. The camera's right there. 1-1 the count with 2 away. Here comes the delivery to Ruperto, and that one just before the plate. That's going to be ball 2. So another ball there, and it's going to be 3-1 the count with runners on second and third base for the Red Riders. And we'll have to get a little camera adjustment here in the third inning, but let's see what Ruperto can do. So the 3-1 delivery. That one going to be called strike. Full count now, 3-2. Levi's got runners in scoring positions. A great opportunity for a left-handed batter to go opposite field and drive in a couple of runs for the Riders. Here comes the next one. That one wide and outside is going to be ball 4. That's going to bring up Coach Blondin to pitch. And Ruperto's only got 1 swing to take and 3 pitches to look at. Ruperto capable of going lots of different directions out there. Let's see what he puts together. Doesn't like that first one, a little bit outside, and lets it go. 3 pitches, 1 swing to take. Here it is. And he drives it right up to the shortstop, and that's going to send Peyton Bravens coming home. And it looks like they're going to grab him at first base. So a 6-3 play to end the inning for the Red Riders, and that one that came across doesn't count. We are still Red Riders sitting on top 1-0 as we go into the top of the third.
Which one's home? That one's home, right? No, this one's home? Yeah. Okay, so Red Riders are winning. 1-0.
So is this like commercial break?
What? What? It's 7 o'clock? I mean, it's strike?
I don't know. Does anybody here have a tennis ball?
No, but I should have brought my 50. Right? I'm not kidding. I like to play tennis. I have tennis balls.
So we'll fix the camera up a little bit there, and we are going to get set here for the top of the third inning.
I threw it up there. Now it's stuck in the...
Not a lot of changes for the Red Riders. Looks like Sawyer Rhodes is going to stay up there on the mound, getting warmed up with the shortstop. Pee-wee Bravens as the rest of the infield gets warm. And looks like we are going to maybe have a catching change. We'll see. Maybe not. Brandon Hirsch just getting his gear on after standing up there at the plate. And a very fluke turn of events for Hirsch. He actually ducked out of the way, but in ducking had his bat up above his head. Ball made contact with the bat. Dribbler down the left field line. And that's what put Brandon on. So we are now sitting still. 1-0. Red Riders on top here as we get in ready to go to the third inning. Not the hit that you want to have, but certainly a hit nonetheless. And once that ball goes into play, it's time to run.
Is this my ID? Yeah. Yeah, like, it's a lot bigger from my leg. It is way different. if you do full count and if you get a ball from us and they lob to us, I would be making home runs. I know. Well, you play a what? Oh, hi Brandon. Red. What? Yeah, I play my red. Me too. What team? Ryderz, the one that lost a lot. What's your team? No, I don't know that team. What? Home puzzle. Wait. Did you?
So Sawyer Rhodes now sitting as the top of the third inning through the first two, 5 strikeouts. And only one that made contact, and that was an easy put out at first base from Wyatt Arntz. And let's see how he does as he settles in.
Gets to the tank.
And we are going to get underway now with the batter up called.
No.
Red Ryderz on top 1-0, and let's see what Rhodes has got to offer.
Who is it near him?
First one, swung on and a miss. That's strike one. Next offering from Rhodes, that one a little high, and that's going to be ball one.
White, red, and blue. I wish I had.
1-1, an even count now.
I lost a lot. Yeah, that one. And only won 3 games. Oh, so we have the. Yeah. You have the pudges too, and it has like red.
And that one foul tip for strike two. Batter was moving outside the batter's box and went on a little check swing there. So 1-2 now the count to the first batter here at the top of the third inning. Wind up way back.
Does it look like I have a game? Yes. No, I haven't. Let me practice.
Here comes the delivery. Swung on and a miss, and that's going to be strike three, and that's going to retire the first batter here at the top of the third inning and ring up another strikeout for Sawyer Rhodes, making a total of 6 strikeouts for Rhodes in 3 innings. So let's see what Rhodes can do. The first delivery. Swung on and a miss, and that's going to be strike one. Here comes the next one, the delivery, and a little high, but swung on, and that's going to be strike two. Sort of a little early in the release off that ball, but the batter took a look and swung on it, so we are sitting 0-2 now. Swung on and a miss, and that's going to be strike three, and that's going to be the second strikeout in the third inning, and that's going to put 2 away for the Padres, as Rhodes looks to face another left-handed batter. Here comes the delivery, and a foul tip for strike one. Oh and 1, 2 away. Kicks, fires. Outside for ball one. 1-1 now the count for Rhodes as he's looking at his third batter of the inning. Here it comes. That one outside, call, ball two. 2-1 the count. Here's the delivery. Swung on and a miss, and that's going to be strike two. And just like that, Rhodes now sitting even again with an opportunity to record his 8th strikeout. Let's see what he can do. Swung on and a miss, and that one's going to do it. And 8 strikeouts in 3 innings, and Sawyer Rhodes having a great game out there, really handling all the heavy lifting on the defense. And now it's time for the Red Ryderz to see if they can light their bats up again, as we look to go into the bottom of 3. Red Ryderz on top, 1-0. So we're about 40 minutes into the game, and the Red Riders are still on top 1-0. And Sawyer Rhodes being quick and efficient with his pitches, not wasting too many on balls, just mainly throwing strikes.
Move that ball out of your way, Cody.
And Jaden Blondin's going to lead us off for the Red Riders here in the bottom of the third inning. And here we go, ready to start the bottom of the third inning. And Jaden Blondin, number 4, is going to be our first batter as we get the throw down from the catcher. So into the batter's box goes Jaden Blondin, and we are ready to go here in the bottom of 3. And the first offering from Cody. Blondin with a check swing and a called ball. 1-0 now the count. Blondin didn't quite go all the way around. He liked that high pitch. Second offering. That one wide for ball 2. That one got away from Cody a little bit, might have slipped out of his hand. Here comes the delivery. Swung on and a foul tip for strike 1. Jaden has a tendency to like him a little bit low and just a bit outside. That's sort of his sweet spot. And that one, as it was falling, Jaden put a bat on it just a little bit late. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That one high and inside, ball 3. 3-1 now the count to Jaden Blondin. None away here in the bottom of the third. Blondin dances off the bag and inside, and that's going to bring up ball 4. So ball 4 is going to go. Blondin's got 2 swings to make and 3 pitches to look at as Coach Blondin comes out to the mound.
Sean, back up a little bit. Sean. Nico.
Here comes the first one. Blondin likes it. Foul tip. That's going to be strike 2. The next one likes it and drives it out into left field. The left fielder coming in, but not able to get there. And that one is going to roll all the way to the fence. And here comes Blondin coming around second base as the field comes in. And Blondin coming around third, and he's going to try to beat the throw home. And he is in there for a home run. Jaden Blondin touches them all for a Jaden hit a nice fly ball out there into left field, and that one rolled all the way to the fence. And Blondin came around third base just as that throw was making its way into the infield, and it was just wide of the plate. So the Red Riders start off the bottom of the third inning with a home run, and here's Sawyer Rhodes. Sawyer doesn't like that one. It's inside, ball 1. So a great way to start off the bottom of the third inning with a home run from Blondin and another point on the board for the Riders. 1-0 now the count to Rhodes. Foul tip, and that one's coming out and over the dugout. And that's going to be strike one. So 1-1 now to count. Wind up from Cody. Sawyer Rhodes foul tips another one, and that's going to be strike two. Just a little bit behind that ball. Likens what he's seeing, though. Here comes that one dirty, going to even it up. 2-2. Cody working quickly. Here's the next one. That one well inside. That's going to be ball three. That's going to make the count full for 3-2. That one high and inside. That's going to be ball four, and that's going to also bring up Coach Blondin. Here comes the throw. Doesn't like that one. Doesn't want to waste it.
Julian, we have your glove. We have a black glove that says Julian on it. Mizuno glove. Julian, we got your glove.
So Coach Blondin's had an opportunity to throw one pitch. Sawyer didn't like it. He's got one to swing on and two to go. Likes that one and foul tips it over towards the home team dugout.
Let it go. Keep on looking down and big one,
man. 0-2. Sawyer's got a swing, swung and missed, and that's going to send him down. So the first out for the Red Riders. And that's going to bring us back to where we started the first inning, and Max Rivera coming to the plate. So 2 runs across the dish and 1 away now as the Red Riders and Max Rivera look to get some more offense started. Here comes Cody's pitch. That one looked like it was moving. Max tried to back out, then he backed back into the plate, swung on it. That's a swing and a miss, strike one. So 0-1 the count for Cody and Max Rivera. Here comes the next offering. That one high and outside. That one's going to be ball one. Here comes the 1-1 pitch to Rivera. That one's inside, and he's dancing away for ball two. Two and one the count to Rivera. That one put in there, and that's going to be strike two. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Rivera backing out of the batter's box a little bit. Coach Braven's trying to remind him he's got to stay in there. Umpire can't call a strike unless there's a strike zone to be seen. So here comes the 2-2 pitch from Cody with 1 away for the Red Riders here, bottom of 3. That one swung on and hit well over the first baseman's head. And that one's going out into right field, and the right fielder's going to hold him up there at first base. So Rivera looks like he was a little surprised by that one. He swung on it, got it going opposite field, up over the first baseman's head and out into right field. He took a look at second base, but he's held up there on the bag. And that's going to bring up Andrew Cisneros. So here comes the pitch from Cody, and a timeout called by Coach Aguilar. And it looks like we're going to have a pitching change. So going to get a new pitcher the opportunity to warm up here, coming in from shortstop. That's going to send Cody to first base, and it looks like maybe Dominic Guerra is going to head over either into the plate or maybe out to shortstop. We'll see what that fielding change looks like. little confusion there. The pitcher hadn't got enough pitches to warm up, but Cisneros was excited, jumped in there, and just went ahead and took a cut, and ended up fouling it down the first base line. Arguably a pretty well hit ball. Cisneros just eager to try to impress his mom, who tries to run a pretty tight ship. Andrew's mom, Miss Cisneros, was a bit of a Nazi in the dugout. And as our new pitcher warms up, we have got two across the dish for the Red Ryderz in the bottom of the third inning and only one out. Sawyer Rhodes had an opportunity to drill one, but didn't. Max Rivera standing on first base with a surprise hit opposite direction over the first baseman. Now Cisneros is ready, jumps back up there in the batter's box, and we are ready to go. First one delivered. And that one's inside, but a called strike one. A little bit low. Cisneros was diving a bit out of the way. 0-1. Wind up. Here's the delivery. Swung on and a miss, and that's going to be strike two. A nice pitch. And two strikes now on Cisneros. Wind up. Here comes the delivery. That one swung on and a miss, and that's going to be strike three. A decent swing, and Cisneros is going to go down swinging with two away now in the bottom of the third inning. And up comes Braden Gadberry. So Braden Gadberry ready here in the batter's box, and our first delivery. Swung on and hit right towards the third baseman. Padres are looking to try to turn two. They're going to get the runner at second, but not in time. Doesn't matter. It's a force out, and that is going to retire the Red Ryderz. So a well-hit ball by Gadberry to the third baseman. They flipped a quick turn over to the second baseman, and that is going to retire the side. So that strands Rivera, and we're going to look at the top of the fourth inning. So we are bringing Ciela Bell into the broadcast booth for a fan's perspective. Ciela, what would you say the fans' spirit is out there today?
Well, I can tell that all of the fans are on the edge of their seats, especially when Braden made that amazing hit, but unfortunately, of course, the inning ended. Crazy, right?
Well, that's the way it works out here in baseball, but it was a well-hit ball. And what would you say, what's the general population out there? Is it more moms and dads or more grandparents?
Well, I can surely see a lot of grandparents out there, but they're just here to cheer their grandkids on. But it's mixed. I see parents and grandparents, and my own grandma just left, but my grandpa's still here to cheer my brother on.
Fantastic. Well, we are going to get started here as Sawyer Rhodes continues to warm up out there on the pitching mound. Sawyer doing a great job, has registered 8 strikeouts in the first 3 innings, and he has been basically handling all of the defense with only one ball that connected, and Wyatt Arntz had an easy put out at first base back in the second inning. So let's see what Sawyer can do and see if he can maintain that consistency. Rhodes doing a great job out on the mound, and Hirsch throws down to second base, and we are going to get started here in the top of the fourth inning. And here comes the batter, going to come up into the batter's box. And this was our pitcher that just changed the pitchers for the Padres. And let's see what the first offering from Rhodes has. That one just a little bit wide and low for ball one. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. That one called strike. 1-1 now the count. So 1-1 to the batter. Here comes the delivery. And he checked the swing, but that one was right in the middle for strike two. 1-2 now the count for Rhodes. Rhodes staying loose, working quickly, waiting for the batter to come into the box. Here we go. That one high and inside, ball two. 2-2 now the count, sitting even. Here comes the delivery from Rhodes. That one just a bit on the outside of the plate, and that's going to be ball three. So a full count now for Rhodes, a rarity in this game for him. Sitting 3-2. Here comes the delivery. And a foul tip behind the plate, and the batter stays alive. And the delivery from Rhodes. That one high for ball four, and that's going to bring out the coach. So the coach hasn't gotten a lot of time on the mound today. Sawyer making great work of some of those batters, and this one, the first one that he got over his count on. So here it comes. He's got 2 strikes and 1 to swing at. Didn't like that first one. 2 left to take a look at, and only 1 swing to go. And the Red Ryderz defense looking ready out there, and that one well struck, and Bravens is going to pick it up at shortstop and not able to make the throw in time. He was moving on his horse there, moving from the viewer's right to left, and Bravens knocked it down before it got into the outfield. Blondin and Bell were out there waiting for it just in case it did, and a nice hit single is going to put a runner on the bags for the Padres.
Red Ryderz still in the lead.
So now the pressure's on. Let's see if Hirsch can throw somebody out there at second base. Now that the stealing is active, a lot of these base runners are moving quickly around the bags. And Sawyer Rhodes looks like he's going to move over there to first base, and we are going to have a pitching change here in the 4th inning as Sawyer approached that 50-pitch count. And Jaden Blondin's going to come in with a fresh arm. So as Blondin warms up, we've got 1 runner on for the Padres. And the Red Ryderz are on top 2-0.
Hopefully this will be their 2nd win. I'm sorry, I was corrected. This is, if they win, this would be their 4th win. Guess I haven't been there for all those games.
So, Ciela, it sounds pretty quiet back there at the snack bar. Anything good on the menu?
Well, it looks like they're advertising chips, candy, can of soda, juice, coffee, hot chocolate, the regular stuff. Looks like they're now introducing snack packs. Huh, interesting. But you're right, it is rather quiet over there.
Jaden warming up certainly is finding his direction over the middle of the plate and quite a bit of heat, but he's releasing that ball just a little bit low, making that ball drop just before it gets there. Here comes Dominic Guerra, number 3.
And apparently left-handed.
He is indeed batting from the left-hand side of the plate. And Dominic likes to crowd right in there on home plate. That one swung on and well hit out into right field, and that is going to send Fazone all the way down to the fence. That first pitch that came through, and the Padres are bringing them around the bags. That's 1 across the plate, and this looks like it's going to be a 2-run home run for Dominic Guerra as they start off the 4th inning. A very well-struck ball off of the first pitch from Jaden Blondin, and that one drove deep into right field and all the way to the fence. So just like that, the score is tied 2-2 for the Padres and the Red Riders.
I've noticed usually hitting down the right field isn't a great idea because obviously it's pretty close to first base, but that was a really good hit.
That was a great throw by Jaden Blondin. It was right down the pipe, and Garrett got a hold of it. And that's going to bring up Cody now. And the delivery from Blondin a bit outside, and ball one. One and 0 pitch. That one a little low. Called ball two. So 2-0 now. And the delivery from Blondin.
We're going back to
That one high, ball three. 3-0 now, and Blondin trying to pitch his way out of some trouble. That one right down in the middle, and that's going to be a called strike one. So 3-1 now to count. The windup and the delivery. In there for strike two. Blondin now finding his way. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Full count, I believe.
That is correct. Full count. Blondin working quickly, a little adjust to the cap, and here's the delivery. That one just outside and a called ball four. A good pitch, had the right speed, but just caught the outside corner of that plate and a called ball four. So that's going to bring up the coach. And let's see what Cody can do. He's got 2 pitches. He's got 3 pitches and 1 to swing on. Likes that one and drives it right down through to the Peyton. Peyton throws all the way over to first base and pulls Sawyer off the bag, and the runner is safe at first. So now the Padres have got another runner on the base.
He caught the ball and just go.
Score is tied. Tensions are high.
So now the Padres have got a runner on first base. The Red Riders looking to make that force over at second, and the offering from Blondin is high and inside, and that's going to be ball one. Wyatt and Bravens over there making quick work to the base. 1-0 now the count, and that one high and inside, ball two. And it looks like the runner's going to try to go, and Hirsch going down the line and doesn't get him, but it was a good throw. But Cody got in and got down just before that ball got over, and it looked like he was going to stay, but went ahead and tried to rob second and got it done. So now 2 balls and no strikes, runner on second base, force out opportunity taken away with no outs here in the 4th inning. That one in there for a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike now. Swung on and hit now, a little dribbler, and Blondin's going to try to pick it up at first, and he's not quite there in time. And that's going to advance the runner to third and advance the runner to first base on a well-hit single. Just a little up and down blooper there that just rolled to the line, and Jaden quite couldn't get to it. So 2 ducks on the pond and none away here in the 4th inning. Blondin getting set. And the delivery. High and inside, going to be ball one. And that's going to send the runner to second base on a wild pitch. And the Padres, runners on 2 and 3. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Dirty for ball 2. The 2-0 pitch from Blondin. That one outside, ball 3. Here comes the 3-0 pitch. Swung on and a miss for strike 1. That pitched a little inside to Javier, but he took a swing on it. So we are 3-1 with none away here in the top of the 4th. And the offering. That one high and well inside for ball number 4. And that's going to bring up the coach. So Padres threatening with 2 runners on in great scoring positions. And the coach comes up. Javier's going to look at 3 pitches. He's got 2 swings. The first one coming. Likes it, and he drives a dribbler right up the third base line. And Blondin comes back home to Brandon Hirsch, but the ball goes over his head. He almost saw it come into his glove, and that is going to score 2 for the Padres as Hirsch tries to throw Javier out at second base. Smart base running by the Padres is going to put him on top now, 4-2. Hirsch was there and ready. It was a hard thrown ball from Blondin coming off the pitching area. Hirsch thought he had it in his glove, but it went just over the top. And 2 more come across for the Padres. Little timeout. Coach Hirsch going to clear off the plate there for Blondin to take a look at. And here comes the pitch. On there, on the corner for strike 1. The delivery from Blondin. Swung on and a miss. That's going to be strike 2. 0-2 now the count. Here comes the delivery. Swung on and a miss, and that's going to be strike 3. So Blondin racks up his first K of the day. 1 away now in the top of the 4th inning. And 1 away for the Ryderz now. And that one was bowling croquet and hit the batter. Going to be batter's choice whether or not he wants to stand in there and take another couple of cuts. Looks like he does, so we're just going to go ball 1. That one outside for ball 2. That one low for ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes now for Connor. And Blondin trying to find his vein. Here comes the pitch. Way outside. That's going to be ball 4. And Javier's going to try to steal third base, but that third base runner can't run home. So Javier's got to head on his way back. And that's going to bring up the coach. And Connor's got 3 pitches to look at and 3 swings to make. Here comes the first one. Doesn't like it, passes on it, and is going to wait for the second. Here comes 2 more to look at, and there's the pitch. Swung on and a miss, and that's going to be strike 1. And on this one, he's either got to make contact, hit it foul, or he's going to go down swinging. Only 3 pitches offered from the coach, and here comes the last one. Connor likes it swung on, but misses, and that's going to send him down for strike number 3. So Connor is going to be out, and we're going to go 2 away now for the Red Ryderz in the top of the 4th. So 2 outs and 2 runners on. Blondin trying to pitch his way out of a jam with 2 across. for the Padres, putting them on top 4-2. Here comes the offering from Blondin. So no, right down the middle for strike one. Oh, 0-1 the pitch. Kicks, fires. Well inside, and that one's going to be ball one. The batter dancing out of the way during some sort of yoga L-shaped pose. Flexibility key when we're looking at kid pitch and minor B. Quick adjustment of his cap. Blondin here kicks, fires. And that one bounces before the plate. That's going to be ball two. Two and one the count. Swung on and a miss. That's going to be strike two. We're sitting even now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away, and 2 runners on. Little bit high, says Coach Bravens, and it's going to be a full count, 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and Blondin looking to try to end the 4th inning. That one well inside, and is going to be ball 4. Is going to bring up the coach. So 2 away with a force out at any bag for the Red Ryderz, and they're looking to try to get out of this half inning and get back to their bats. See if they can't put a little offense together to answer the 2 runs for the Padres. And this one thrown in from the coach and a foul tip. One more to look at. That one swung on and down the third baseline for a foul. So 2 pitches away from the coach. And here comes the next one. Swung on and hit well to second base, and Wyatt Arts throws him out at first, saving the runs. And that's going to retire the Padres as they get 2 across in the top of the 4th inning. All started off with a home run from Dominic Guerra to get the offense started, and it steadily fell from there. So 4 runs in the 4th inning for the Padres, and now the Red Ryderz going to get set to take to the bats and see if they can't answer some of those runs. Stand in there, bud. Callan. Stand in there. Take your swings. Let's go, big guy. Don't duck, Callan, buddy. All right, Callan. Defend the plate, bud. This is you. All right, bud. Get in there, Callan. No need to duck, bro. You got this. Get your hands up, big guy. Hands up. Get fast. There you go. Just like that. Just like that. Hands up. Get fast. So we are underway now here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Callan Bell leading off, number 17. That first one was high and inside, ball one. A good swing, strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Just like that, Callan. You got it, dude. Just like that, buddy. 1-1. Swung on and a miss, strike 2. Watch it hit the back, Callan. You got it, buddy. You're in the zone. Let's go. Swung on and a miss, strike 3 on a high and outside pitch, and that's going to put the first batter down for the Red Riders, and that's going to bring up Anthony Fazzone. That one low and outside, ball 1 to Fazzone. That one right down the middle for strike 1. One ball, 1 strike, 1 away for the Riders. That one right in the middle for strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes, and 1 away for the Riders. And that one's going to be called strike 3 looking, and that's going to retire Fazzone. So 2 away now for the Red Riders as we get started here with Wyatt Arntz. So Wyatt Arntz going to be coming up to the plate. Wyatt, frustrated with that last at-bat, got him into a couple of pitching issues. Bit of a called high strike made him swing at the third, and Wyatt likes to select that pitch. Here comes the first one. That one high for ball 1. One and 0. Here's the pitch. Wyatt takes it right back up the middle, but the pitcher is going to grab it on an infield fly. And that is going to be out number 3 for the Red Riders. So that's going to send down the Red Riders and put them back out in the field. And we are sitting here at about an hour and 20 minutes of gameplay going into the top of the 5th inning. So this is going to be the last.
So we had two players come in. Neither of us could see him get back on the third, so we thought both of us would advance their team. Number 7, Holmstrom, didn't actually score. He got sent back. We didn't know it until right at the end we saw somebody still standing on third.
Oh, okay.
So, to our benefit.
I think.
Problem is the official record shows he scored.
Oh, I don't either.
We thought in the seventh,
So after talking to the scorekeepers, it looks like we had a brief change. It's actually only 3-2. 3-2, the Padres on top. Looks like one of the runners was sent back due to a positioning of the ball, making it to the infield. So a brief correction there as we go into 5. 3-2. So here we go to start off the 5th inning. The Padres coming into the meat of their order. And Blondin looking to see if he can't silence the Padres and silence the Padres' bats. That one just on the outside corner of the plate and a called strike 1. Wind up in the delivery. That one a little wild, ball 1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. That one well high for ball number 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. That pitch just a little bit low and ball 3 called. So 3-1, the count to the first batter here in the top of the 5th inning. With that score adjustment, Padres on top of the Red Riders, 3-2. And that one's a little bit high, and that is going to be ball 4. So the 4th ball coming through. That's going to bring up the coach. He's got 3 pitches to throw, and the batter's got 2 swings to take. And that's a swung on and a miss. That's going to be strike 2. Three balls, 2 strikes. Here's the delivery. And that one foul tip, so the batter stays alive. That one swung on and a miss, and that is going to send the batter down. So the first out for the Red Riders. I would.
I confirmed that. No, what happened? I guess there's some question as to whether it was fair or foul.
Come on, Andrew.
On an RBI, home run.
Who called it fair?
Somebody other than our power bleachers.
No, I was.
Easy going Braves. Any given day, it's you or I doing that.
Come on, Wyatt.
So we are going to have a pitching change for the Red Riders. Apologize for that brief absence, taking care of some emergency services. 5-2, the scoreboard tells me, with 2 away now at the top of the 5th inning, and Wyatt Arntz is going to be thrown on the mound for the Red Riders. One runner on for the Padres. And the first offering high for ball 1. That one inside for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes, 2 away. Three balls, no strikes, and Dominic Guerra out there on second base, making Brandon look at every opportunity.
Andrew.
And a strike called, so 3-1 now the count to Cody at the plate. And Dominic Guerra advances over there to third base. 2 away for the Red Riders. Looking to try to end the inning. 3-1. Here's the delivery. That one dirty and outside. That's going to be ball 4, and that's going to bring up the coach. And Cody has got 3 pitches to look at and 2 to swing on. And that one is foul tip. Cisneros on his horse. Just not able to drag it in, but a nice foul ball. And Cisneros coming in hard off of third base, trying to bring that one in. So the coach got 2 pitches left. Cody fouled the first one off, strike 2. That one fouled off again, and he stays alive. Here comes the delivery. Swung on and a miss, and that is going to retire the side, and the Red Riders are going to take the dugout and see if they can't put some more offense together. 5-2 as we go into the bottom of the 5th inning. So Peyton Bravens is going to lead us off. So the first pitch to Bravens, and he cracks one right down at shortstop, and it gets through the shortstop's legs. And he's running around taking a look at second base, and he is on a stand-up single. First pitch out of the gate here in the top of the 5th inning. So that first pitch outside and wild, and that's going to advance Bravens on a stolen base at second. Red Ryderz dugout getting fired up, trying to put some offense together. Brandon Hirsch at the plate, number 55. Here comes the second pitch, the 1-0 count, and that's going to be 2-0. And Peyton Bravens now making his way to third base on a stolen bag. So wild pitch and smart base running puts the Red Ryderz with a runner in scoring position. 2 balls and no strikes to Hirsch. Wind up and the delivery. That one well inside, and that's going to be ball 3. Three balls, no strikes, and none away with a runner in scoring position here to round out the bottom of 5. Let's see what Hirsch can put together. That one foul tipped and back for strike 1. And here comes the windup, the delivery. And that one's going to be a call for strike 2. Nope, take that back. That is ball 4. So ball 4, and here comes Coach Blondin to pitch to Brandon Hirsch. Hirsch drives one down the third baseline, and that's going to send Bravens running home, and we're going to get one across the dish, and the ball is high and overthrown, and Brandon Hirsch is going to take a second base with a stand-up double, and he gets 1 bag on an overthrown ball, and so Peyton Bravens crosses the plate, and that one is going to be 3-5. Now the score. So Levi Ruperto is going to come up on a well-hit ball by Brandon Hirsch. That one dribbled down the third baseline and pulled the pitcher off. And an overthrow to first base is going to have Hirsch standing up on second. And now here comes Levi Ruperto. That one called ball 1. Here comes the delivery, and that one is wild, and that's going to send Brandon Hirsch to third base. So Hirsch gets on the bags with a hit ball down third, and he has stolen his way all the way to that bag. And we've got 2 balls on Levi Ruperto, the 2-0 pitch. Ruperto swings and misses on a good swing. Strike 1. That one had outfield written all over it if he had connected. 2-1. Here comes the pitch. That one low and inside for ball 3. 3-1 now the count to Ruperto. Here's the windup. Kicks, fires. Well outside, that's going to be ball 4. So at ball 4, that's going to bring out Coach Blondin to pitch to Levi. Levi's got 3 pitches to look at and 2 to swing on. Brandon Hirsch, scorer in position, and none away. So no outs here at the bottom of the 5th inning, and the Red Riders threatening to make this a tie ball game. Levi Ruperto represents the tying run, and let's see what he can put together. Ruperto doesn't like that first one, waits on it. He's going to take a look at 2 more. So 2 more pitches to look at and 2 more swings. Swung on and a miss. That one just a little bit outside. And a lazy swing. Ruperto is going to have strike 2. Last one, must-swing situation. Seeing if he can drive Hirsch in. And Ruperto foul tips it, so he stays alive. Foul tip gives him another shot. Swung on and missed, and didn't hear if that was a tip or not. Looks like Coach Guerra says that he tipped it, and that's going to keep him alive. So that foul tip brings him alive. Ruperto, that one didn't get a piece of it all, and that one sends him down. So 1 away now for the Red Riders, and that's going to bring up Jaden Blondin. Jaden homered in the last inning. Excuse me, in inning number 3, Jaden homered to get the Red Riders started. Let's see what he can do now. Swung on and a miss, strike 1. That ball moving onto the inside of the plate. Oh, 0-1 pitch to wind up the delivery. High, inside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Blondin. Blondin swung on and a miss, strike 2. A little ahead of that ball. One ball, 2 strikes, and 1 away now for the Red Riders. And Blondin connects down the third baseline. That one through the third baseman's legs, and it is rolling all the way out into the outfield. And Blondin is going to take a look at second base, and he's going to break the dash and a safe slide. So a standing double for Jaden Blondin, and he was pressuring that second baseman. The second baseman didn't quite see him go. That drives an RBI in, an RBI double, and that brings up Sawyer Rhodes. A well-struck ball, and that one just got past the third baseman and through his legs, and it went out to the second outfielder. And Jaden Blondin moving around quickly to that second base. Hesitated there in the middle and then went after it and got the slide in and safe at second. And it looks like we're going to have a pitching change again for the Padres, and that's going to bring Dominic Guerra up to the mound. Nope. Take that back. Dominic's going to head back to shortstop. Maybe that pitch count wasn't quite as high as they thought. So 1 away for the Red Riders here. And Sawyer Rhodes at the plate. And that Blondin's going to try to steal, and there he goes, and he's stealing third. Coach Bravens was giving him the signal to get there onto third base quickly. Blondin didn't quite pick it up. And that was a strike call for the first pitch. So 0-1. Here's the delivery. That one outside and low. That's going to be ball 1. 1-1 the count with 1 away for the Red Riders. That one inside sends Sawyer out of the box, and that is ball 2. So 2-1 now the count. 2-1 to Sawyer Rhodes with one away. Bottom of the 5th inning. Swung on and a miss, strike 2. The Red Ryderz trying to battle their way back. The tying run represented by Jaden Blondin on third base. Even count, 2-2. That one well outside, ball 3. So the full count, 3-2 now to Sawyer Rhodes. And that one inside, sending Sawyer out to the batter's box, and that's going to bring up Coach Blondin to pitch to him. So Sawyer's got one swing to make and 3 pitches to look at. He's got to connect. Tying run represented by Jaden Blondin standing over there on third base. We've got one away here at the bottom of the 5th inning for the Red Ryderz. And Coach Blondin getting set, and here's the first one. Sawyer likes it, and foul. Calls a foul tip. So a foul ball there just down the third baseline. And Sawyer's got another one to look at. Swung on, and it's a high ball. And another foul ball down the first baseline. So the third pitch for Sawyer, and he's got to swing. If he hits it foul, he gets to stay alive and see another one. All he's got to do is straighten these out. And there it is down the third baseline, and it's going to roll foul. So a foul ball didn't make it past third base. And Blondin makes his way back to third base now. He's had 2 trips down that base path, down to home plate. And now all Sawyer's got to do is straighten it out. Seeing the ball well. And there he goes down the opposite way, and that one goes to the first baseman, Cody. And he tries to make a grab for it. Doesn't make it happen. Couldn't turn around to the bag, and that puts Blondin across the dish. And Sawyer Rhodes standing up safe at first base. The first baseman, Cody, ran in to grab it and got into his glove, but then bounced out. And so Sawyer standing up safe at first base. Blondin across the plate, making it a tie ball game here in the bottom of 5. So here comes Max Rivera, number 3. And we are going to have that pitching change now. Dominic Guerra is going to take the mound. Dominic Guerra getting warmed up, throwing hard there from the mound.
Three different throws, 3 different releases. You haven't got anything to say. Hey, bud. Buddy. That was good right there. That was good. That just worked out.
So one away here in the bottom of the 5th inning and a tie ball game, 5-5, the go-ahead run and the winning run represented by Sawyer Rhodes there on first base. Red Ryderz looking to battle their way back. Started off with an early lead in the game and then gave it up on a couple of well-hit balls by that pitcher, Dominic Guerra. Here comes the delivery. And Max fouls it off down the first base line. And the sun getting low as we approach that 7 o'clock hour. Almost 2 hours of gameplay today. The sun's starting to get low in some of those ball players' eyes. And Max drills one down the first base line, just a little bit behind it. So 2 strikes on Max Rivera with 2 foul balls, and this one swung on and a miss, strike 3, and in a wild pitch. Sawyer Rhodes goes, and now we are looking at 2 away now. 2 away, and Andrew Cisneros up to the plate. First delivery by Guerra, and Cisneros swing and a miss. Strike 1. They're going to try to get Sawyer Rhodes out stealing third, but he is standing up now on third base with a deep slide. And a well-thrown ball by the catcher, but just not in time. So the go-ahead run now standing on third base. And that one a little bit low for ball 1. So 1-1 the count now to Andrew Cisneros with 2 away. Red Ryderz looking to battle back. It's 5-5. Here comes the delivery. Cisneros swung on a low ball, strike 2. Two strikes, 1 ball to Andrew Cisneros with 2 away, and Guerra working quickly. And a called strike 3, and that's going to send the Ryderz down and end this one in a tie ball game. So great efforts on both sides, on both teams. The Red Ryderz and the Padres tie at 5-5 in 5 innings in just about 1 hour and 55 minutes of gameplay. Great pitching. Sawyer Rhodes with 8 strikeouts in his first 3 innings and did a great job. And the Red Ryderz head down to the next game. We'll see you next time on Red Ryderz Radio.